Now I think had to sort some things out, so it should be going good. Back on the Twitch, as they say, on the Twitch with all the kids. With the kids and all that stuff, as they say, you know. Good. We're going good. Right, let's get this done. I'm recording it locally as well because OBS can do it, and we'll get it done, and we will sort this out. And where's my show doc? There's my show doc. There's OBS. There's my show doc. Where's the recording software for the audio version? That's going. That's going. Let's think about getting this done, shall we? Yes, we shall. No, let's start that bit again, shall we? Because I forgot I was not... blah! Start it again. This is the New Eden update for Monday, February 15th, 2016. I'm Wiggles, and here's a roundup of a few stories from around New Eden. We start today at Eve News 24 with a report of Pandemic Legion taking down 2 Titans in 4 hours. The first kill was a brave collective Erebus owned by Mask Manic. Pandemic Legion was joined by their newbie alliance, Pandemic Horde in a Ferox fleet, for the kill. Notably, there were only a handful of capital ships on the kill, with 4 dreadnoughts and 1 carrier. The Erebus allegedly doomsday a single dreadnought, failing to kill it, before dropping to a combined fire from the dreads and sub-capitals. The second was an avatar belonging to Bagana of Ink Pain, and taken down by a combined forces of both Hard Knocks and Pandemic Legion. The avatar was allegedly tackled via a shared POS password and burst down quickly by a group of PL supercarriers. In total, Pandemic Legion killed over 234 billion worth of Titans in a 4-hour span. While it is already the middle of the month, 2 Titans in such a short span of time without there being a major fleet engagement is no small feat, and should serve as a cautionary tale that if you are, or you do own a Super Capital War Titan, you are most likely being watched, and your mistakes are being noted in that little black book. Next we go to themetani.com for a post about skill point injectors that launched last week. Skill injectors are here, and they are hot. Due to its population on the day, the skill injectors crushed its previous record by 1,200 pilots. Over 36,000 pilots sat in the system ready for the markets to open. The trade was fierce all day. By the end of the day, 35,000 injectors had traded hands, and the profit margin was largely stabilised. Injectors were the new kid on the block, but Plex was also traded 8 times the normal rates. Despite this, the price didn't move much, hovering at around about 1.25 billion ISK. Both injectors and Plex are encapsulated in time, which, like CCP bond notes or debt, already paid for by someone else. We pay each other to move them around amongst ourselves in the sense they are unique and only really affect what CCP decides to charge for these notes and the value that we put into them. The majority of the purchase skill point went into injectors on the spot, with an average of 30% of skill points being lost to the ether. One of the selling side, one of the courtmates of the writer of this, which was Matterall at themetani.com, was selling an 80 million skill point character on the bazaar for 20 billion ISK, or a 25 billion buyout, but he then decided to extract his skills instead. He then sold them on the market. 1 hour later, he was 48 billion ISK richer net, and he got his Titan the next day and celebrated by buying a 2.5 billion ISK Titan skin. At some point, the emotion of buying skill points will cease, and players will settle back down after counting their skill point wealth a few times. Still, a calm skill point market will make Eve a different place with a lot more freedom for those who can afford it. In the meantime, there are a lot of sales out there on minerals, Plex, and more. It is a very good time to be rich. Our last post today is back over at EVE News 24, and it is about the first max skill point player in EVE. Remember, I said max player because CCP devs are maxed anyway. ISK Ironbank of the ISK gambling website iWantISK has just maxed out a 3-day-old pilot with every skill in EVE available to the public, editor note, through the use of skill injectors. The ISK trillionaire created his pilot under the name of Ironbank and injected all of the skills and skill points over the course of about an hour on his stream. The character now stands at 473,344,000 skill points, with the total of his purchased skill injectors rounding out to about 1.8 trillion ISK, or around about $25,000 if you were to buy the ISK via Plexes. As of my watching of around 9:40 EVE time, he began debating whether or not to simply just biomass the character. However, he has stated that he has planned to become the youngest character to lose all 4 titans, one of each race. Elsewhere in EVE-related content, new blog posts are out from Draken, Sugar Carl and Rix Javix. A quick reminder, the CSM Summit is currently ongoing. Day 1 has finished. We are waiting for the minutes, and we'll give you a quick summary on tomorrow's show. New podcasts are out from the Open Com Show, This Week in New Eden, Podside, Clueless Space Nerds, excuse me, and a new podcast from Crossing Zebras, Close Quarters, and episode 1, and also a new episode of the Nova Newscast. Plex prices in the Forge region are reaching an average traded price today of 1,201,000,000 ISK so far, which is up actually from yesterday's closing average of 1,187,000,000. The top buy order right now in Jita is 1,205,000,000, and sell orders are starting at 1,213,000,000. Skill extractors are being traded on the market at 284 million ISK average, which is up from yesterday's average of 281. Buying for extractors are starting at 285 and selling is starting at 288. Injectors are trading at 607 million ISK, which is down from yesterday's average of 616 million. Buying is starting at 595 million ISK and selling is starting at 611 million ISK. Thank you to everyone who has chosen to support this show and got some value out of it and decided to give a little back by using Patreon. And you can do that too. If you go to patreon.com/wiggles, you can find out about how to support this show. I also understand that not everyone actually has the real life money to support. So, easiest way to do it is tell people about the show, and you can find all the ways to support at newedenupdate.com/support. As you can probably see, I now broadcast this show live on Twitch while recording and then upload to YouTube afterwards for the podcast and all that. So if you have any feedback, please let us know on how it's going, and you can drop me an email, feedback@newedenupdate.com. This has been the New Eden Update for Monday, February 15th, 2016. You can leave comments in the show blog at newedenupdate.com, or you can tweet us at newedenupdate, or you can email us, feedback@newedenupdate.com. I also encourage you to check out all the latest headlines, podcasts, blog posts, and other information you can find on TotalEve.com. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Wiggles, and thank you for listening. That lot there's done. Twitch, thank you. Bye bye, Twitch.